Hi, this is Shannon and Bobcat of Cedar Rapids, Studio 5 Live coming at you. We have an interview here with Austin. Hello, Austin. How are you today?
I'm fabulous.
Good, good. We're here to talk about Rexco Why. We're here to talk about why Austin started working here. When was that about?
November 2020.
November 2020, coming up on a year.
Coming up
Can
on
you
a
believe
year.
it?
It's been wild.
Yeah, that's
Goodbye.
crazy. So we're going to talk about why he started here with us at Rexco, and then we're going to talk about why he enjoys his days here at Rexco as well. And then also, he shared with us in Cedar Rapids a really cool analogy on extreme ownership. So, Austin, tell us why that you applied at Rexco.
Sure. So at my last job, I was just kind of unhappy, super stressful. But I stayed because it was a very fulfilling job. And I gained a lot of experience, I guess, rather. But I just wasn't really happy at the end of the day. Just exhausted. So I was kind of looking around, and I was using Indeed to search around. And eventually, I came across the posting for my current job for Rexco equipment, Bobcat of Cedar Rapids. So I checked it out and just kind of did a little bit of my own background check, kind of on the company I was going to be getting myself involved in. Oddly enough, the thing that really drew me in, I guess, was the Rexco About page, which I think is something that we really take for granted. But reading through it, I just was kind of reading about the family atmosphere, and it really struck a chord in me because that was kind of something I was really searching for. That was just a little bit less cold than kind of a corporate nature environment, I guess. So I scoped it out a little bit more, and that was it. I mean, it was the first, one of the first interviews I took, and then I pretty much was like, to heck with anything else after that. So
Sold.
That was it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we're glad you're here. I know this conversation started with us one day when we were talking about what you felt like when you drove up to the building.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different looking than a big new fancy Hy-Vee store or downtown or whatever. So yeah, we appreciate you being here. And so since you've been here, what do you think? Do you think that the job, the atmosphere, the team aligns with what you learned before you started?
Yeah, it was everything I was hoping for, everything I looked for, and everything I thought it was going to be, and more, quite honestly, because I really didn't even know, I guess what this would be like. I was just so used to something so much more corporate, as I said before. One thing I will say is, like I said, my last job was really fulfilling, but after starting here, I think I gained everything that Rexco had to offer, but I didn't miss out on having that kind of fulfillment, I guess. That was a part of something bigger, as cliche as it is, but it was just kind of a team effort that everyone comes in, or that everybody comes in, and we all just have this goal to succeed, essentially. So I feel like I've been a part of that, and we've come a long way. We still have a ways to go, and it's just very motivating.
Nice. And that really ties into the extreme ownership because I feel the same way. You feel like everybody here is up to bat. Yeah. And so recently in my branch, we've been talking about an extreme ownership, and Austin shared with us a great analogy. So Austin, could you share that with us today?
Yeah. So there was one day I was talking with Eli, just kind of to touch on, I guess, extreme ownership. It's essentially the idea or philosophy that an individual should not wait for somebody else to come along and fix something. If you see a problem, then you should be the one to fix it, and just not assume that somebody else is going to come and fix it. Now that's in your own lane, in your own department, but also a way that we can hold each other accountable if you see something that is not right, for somebody else. But anyways, so extreme ownership obviously is quite a undertaking. It's a commitment, really.
Right.
So my analogy is one that I love. It's called burn the ships. So back in the 1500s, Spain was trying to conquer, I guess, what is today's Central America. So they would send people across the ocean. They would make the voyage for months on this ship. And then when they landed, the captain and his crew would get everything unpacked, and then they would literally burn their ships.
Wow.
And they did this because it gave them only one option, that was to succeed. So in today's, I guess, modern environment, you know, it's a point of no return, essentially. You know, it's a it's a mentality, and it's one where you just have to shed everything that's holding you back from succeeding. So, you know, I kind of explained this analogy, brought it up, and what I left with was the question of, what do you need to take with you off of that ship, and what do you need to leave behind and let burn? You know, the things that are going to hold you and the others around you behind or hold you back are the things that you should let go of. You know, it's kind of a rhetorical and very individual reflection type of question, you know, because I think it's different for everybody. But, you know, I think we all know already what those things are. You know, it's just making the decision to move on.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That is great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. We are going to go burn ships now.
That's right.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Austin. That was great. We appreciate it, and we're happy you're here.
Thank you. Me too.